37 jumping tests await them. They're going to start off with the straw bales and they will finish with a fly, hedge and ditch. Going to be handy, obviously, there is Aidan Bell. Also lining up fairly handy is Jordan Parr, Joey Moore, Leland Burtonshaw. Grain Quinn's dropping in, riding a patient race. Jack Sutton likewise. Emily O'Regan lined up. Starter happy and they're off for the 2025 Antler Challenge. And Jonathan Drake is one of the first to show with Jordan Parr. And then Leland Burtonshaw as they settle down and they head towards fence number 2, the Wooden Stakes. And our leader is Jordan Parr. Jordan Parr has the lead to win second place. On the inside is Jonathan Drake, and then comes in behind that is Joey Moore, who's handy with Leland Burtonshaw, being tracked by Luke Burkott as they head down to number 3, the Hedge and Ditch. Wide open, you can go where you like. More than one gap here, jump where you like. And leading it is Jonathan Drake, being tracked by Jordan Parr and Leland Burtonshaw, and then handy away with the Bird's Eye with the red sash in behind at the next. Number 4, the White Ditch and Up Bank. And making ground is 23 to sit much handier, which is Tatiana Ormiston, who was placed here last year. Over the spud boxes, Joey Moore, the landowner, in 4th. Leland Burtonshaw has the lead. 2 in second place, Jordan Parr. Spud boxes is now behind them. Tatiana Ormiston. Making ground on the inside is Emily O'Regan with Joey Moore. And then, as they concentrate down towards the next, which should be the first big test, a blind hedge and ditch. Jonathan Drake has taken over. This is a yawner. Jonathan Drake is up and over, and Tatiana Ormiston still standing. Graham Quinn is gone. Graham Quinn is gone. He's bought land. He's buying it everywhere, and he's bought a bit of Primrose Farm, but Jonathan Drake has the lead as they swing down towards the next, which is the Wide Blind Ditch. Number 14 is joining them. Whoa, that was a great jump, great angle there. Kerry Hopkins and Jonathan Drake gone there. We have a faller. Looking down, Katie Hopkins, I'm telling you, pity we don't have some sectional timing here. Horse and rider up there, and it's Jonathan Drake on the right. Gone there as Katie Hopkins decided to try and headbutt the hedge, and she's after coming off her horse. Jordan Parr is second, Tatiana Ormiston. Joey Moore is gone, Leland Burtonshaw is gone. Luke Burkott is after taking a run out. Jack Sutton is giving the GoPro a test as they head down towards the post and rail with a hedge, and Jonathan Drake is clear. Jonathan Drake by about 2 acres over Jordan Parr, Tatiana Ormiston, and then in behind is Emily O'Regan as they head down towards the gate with the straw bales in front. The orange, Jonathan Drake over this. Oh, Jonathan Drake pecked on landing. 2 in second is Jordan Parr, who won the gate jumping. In behind that is Tatiana Ormiston as they head down towards the first of the 2 steeplechases. And it's Jonathan Drake has the lead. 2 in second is Jordan Parr, Tatiana Ormiston. Luke Burkott is continuing. Likewise in behind Louise O'Brien as they head down towards the next. Jonathan Drake lobbing away on the front end. We're after losing further back in the field was Graham Kenny, but horse and rider are okay. Jonathan Drake to Jordan Parr, Tatiana Ormiston, and then comes Emily O'Regan in 4th as they head down towards the Sherry Fitzgerald gap, which is going to bring them into the up bank and then down to Beggan's pool party. And it is Jonathan Drake to Jordan Parr, then Emily O'Regan, and in behind that is Tatiana Ormiston. Beggan's pool party is next, and it's Jonathan Drake still with the lead and clear. 2 in second place, Jordan Parr, only about 2 lengths behind now. Then comes in gone there, Emily O'Regan is gone. Gone is Tatiana Ormiston, gone is Jordan Parr. So Jonathan Drake is away and gone. There's now a wet t-shirt competition taking place in Beggan's pool party. Jonathan Drake, clear. We now need some footage of those that are even continuing. So looking back at the drone, second place now is going to be Louise O'Brien and Luke Burkott, remounting Jordan Parr with Tatiana Ormiston with wet boots. Nothing worse than that. Jonathan Drake in the top corner is away and gone. Jonathan Drake clear by about 10 acres at this stage. 2 in second place, Jordan Parr. There's a heap of loose horses making their way back home. Watch yourself, spectators. Loose horses, watch yourself, spectators. Leland Burtonshaw is up on his feet okay, continuing his David Baker out the back, just in company with Mick McGrath, and also keeping going is Dennis Canavan. Then in behind that we have Conor McEnany being tracked by Sarah Maxwell, Kit Reynolds in company with Peter Reynolds as they concentrate back on our leader. And that leader continues to be Jonathan Drake. 2 in second place, Jordan Parr, Tatiana Ormiston, and then in behind Tatiana was Katie Hopkins, who was trying to make a bit of ground, or Louise O'Brien, apologies, in the pink. and then comes Luke Burke-Ott. As we look back, Sarah Maxwell there in the two-tone green is Kit Reynolds, being tracked by Paul Canan, who said he was going to take his time, but he obviously meant by hours, and then being tracked by Mick McGrath, and then comes Brendan Leonard. So concentrating on our leaders, if we can pick them up. It was Jonathan Drake. Jonathan Drake was clear by fields at that point, having lost Tatiana Ormison and Jordan Parr and Emily O'Regan in Beggan's pool party. But we can't find Jonathan Drake. He's somewhere in North County Dublin, and it was Jonathan Drake. He could be missing fences and we can't see him. It was Jonathan to Jordan to Tatiana. Looking on there, those that are following a couple of the masters, they're trotting. It's not headlands today, lads. So now we have Jonathan Drake. Jonathan Drake is back in our sights on the big screen. I cannot see anybody else near him. He can afford to take his time. Jordan Parr has now reappeared out of the in and out, down towards the next EMC drop bank with a hedge, and it is Jonathan Drake. Jonathan Drake on his run for home, soars over that, being followed by the drone. It's the only thing keeping him company, and it's Jonathan Drake to Jordan Parr, and a fine view of Primrose Farm as we look down at Jonathan Drake taking his time. He's on the bridle, and it's Jonathan Drake heading down towards, hopefully should be the railed hedge. No, it's just a hedge with a ditch. There's Jordan Parr in second place, but Jonathan Drake is away and gone. Adorning number 11 saddlecloth. Jordan Parr in second. Tatiana is somewhere between Ashburn and Swords as they come down towards the next. This is a drop. There's Kate, there is Louise O'Brien. So Louise O'Brien should be in about third place. Great shot there of North County Dublin, Hunt Country. Tatiana Ormison, Luke Burke-Ott in behind in the blue and yellow. Tatiana showing how it should be done, but she is soaked to the skin. But it is Jonathan Drake clear to Jordan Parr. Then Louise O'Brien being followed by Tatiana Ormison, and they're reappearing through the wood. It is Jonathan Drake. Jonathan Drake has the lead. He can take all the time he likes. Jonathan Drake down towards 26, the Carberry River run, and he drops into this, lovely, like a Ward Union stag, drops into the river and he runs the river. Jordan Parr is catching up. We might have a race on here, lads. To in third place is hopefully should be Louise O'Brien in the pink, being tracked by Luke Burke-Ott into fourth, Tatiana Ormison in behind, and then the rest are just continuing. There's horses in the top left hand corner and they're only heading to the first enlargement. It's Jonathan Drake. He's halfway through the river run. All going well, it should be the steps. A reformed band to bring them out of the river. To Jordan Parr. There's the steps in the bottom of their shot. And it's Jonathan Drake swings right-handed up over the steps. He only did one of the steps there. And there's Jack Sutton. Some might think he's going the wrong way, but he's only doing the first half of the course at the moment. The Antler Challenge 2025. It doesn't look to be much of a contest at the moment as Jonathan Drake is away and clear. Jonathan Drake to Jordan Parr. Then we had Louise O'Brien, but Luke Burke-Ott was running on into the minor money as they come down towards the next, the open ditch. Great shot there from the drone. And Jonathan Drake is gone. Jonathan Drake is gone. He has time. Let's see his Gymkhana. Yes, he's back up. One bounce and he's back up. Where's Jordan Parr? Pull out and let's see Jordan Parr. He should be behind and not too far. So there's Jordan Parr, Louise O'Brien and Luke Burke-Ott. We four in with a chance. And it's Jonathan Drake to Jordan Parr, Louise O'Brien and Luke Burke-Ott at the next. The railed hedge with a surprise. And it's Jonathan Drake up and over to Jordan Parr, Louise and Luke Burke-Ott, but swinging right-handed Jordan Parr. Jordan Parr is after taking over at the wall to Jonathan Drake in second place, and then comes in third this Louise O'Brien, but Jonathan Drake by a neck. Luke Burke-Ott survived the wall in 2025, and it's Jonathan Drake down towards the next, the bank ditch. A and B, the rails are at the part B. Jonathan Drake pops the ditch to Jordan Parr. Jordan Parr is nearly gone. The tree's in the way. He's after running out. Louise O'Brien is in second. So Jonathan Drake to Louise O'Brien. Luke Burke-Ott is in third. At the next, the big hedge and ditch. They're on their way home. Fence 32 out of 37. Louise O'Brien left a hole for everyone else to follow through. But Jonathan Drake, who did have a bit of a mishap there. Primrose Park mud on his hip. Two in second place, Louise O'Brien. Luke Burke-Ott into third place. He rode a winner during the Cheltenham Festival week, but it was in Limerick. And it's Jonathan Drake to Louise O'Brien. Luke Burke-Ott over that. The dry ditch. They have four left. The fallen tree and a hedge and a ditch and a fly hedge. Jonathan Drake, Louise O'Brien, Luke Burke-Ott gives his a reminder as they gallop down through the next, which is a gap. Continuing is Jordan Parr after getting back going again. Likewise, Jack Sutton further back in the field, but Louise O'Brien is sensing victory. Jonathan Drake and Louise O'Brien over that. They're after moving the fallen tree. Jonathan Drake, Louise O'Brien in the pink takes off at the next. Over the tree is the hedge and ditch to Luke Burcott. Jonathan Drake, this is how you know he knows where he's going. He's after saving 10 lengths, turning right-handed there. Louise O'Brien, Luke Burcott, don't rule him out at the next. The open ditch, 2 from home. 1 left to jump. The fly hedge and ditch in the 2025 Antler Challenge for the World Union Hunt. And it's Louise O'Brien and Jonathan Drake down towards the final. The fly hedge and ditch. Louise O'Brien in the pink, Jonathan Drake in the orange. Luke Burcott down towards the final fence. The fly hedge. Jonathan Drake is up and over. Louise O'Brien is gone. Louise is gone. Luke Burcott is in second place, but Jonathan Drake makes it 2 in a row to Luke Burcott. Now let's look back. Who's in third? Let's look back at who's in third. Jonathan Drake wins in the orange. Second place in the blue and yellow has gone to Luke Burcott. Now, who's still continuing? We should have Jordan Parr and Tatiana Ormiston somewhere. We have flags being waved around Louise O'Brien. Flags being waved around Louise O'Brien. She looks to be okay, just winded, but that is Jordan Parr and Tatiana at the last. And Tatiana jumps it. Jordan Parr jumps it. So that is third and fourth unofficially. So Jonathan Drake first across the line. Second across the line has gone the way of Luke Burcott. Third was Tatiana Ormiston and Jordan Parr. Shake of the hands. He might even ask for her number there, who knows. There is, if we could get the shot there of Louise O'Brien walking away. There's Louise. A round of applause for Louise. She's all right. The pride is only dented. The pride is only dented. Whew. I think we all need a drink after that and a recap. There's Aidan Bell on the big screen, as we all just try to catch our breath after that. So they're coming back, not looking at those, there's too many breaks. There's number 6, that's Amy Roberts. Well, that was definitely one for thrills and spills. There's Colin Byrne, whip her into the Beagles. He's after completing, but that is definitely one for the review. We're going to package together something. And a couple of the remounters are having a go coming across the line. But we can report the landowner, Joey Moore, is all right. He checked the going conditions. And he's back. 38 across the line. That was J.R. Fox. Punching the air as though it's Rogue Angel. Now the Reynolds, we have the 2 Reynoldses and a Sutton down towards the last. Jack Sutton right now to finish as though it's Ballum. Just getting up to beat Peter Reynolds, and then came Kit Reynolds in behind. There's Aidan Bell on your screen. Also finishing there was Graham Kenny. Just be careful of loose horses. Just everyone, just keep your eye out for loose horses. Paul Canan is now coming down towards the finish. He said he was going to drop in and ride a patient race. And Sarah Maxwell just in front of Paul Canan. So Sarah Maxwell has completed, Paul Canan has completed. Owen Kelly down towards the final one. Owen Kelly. And Owen Kelly has completed. Number 27 is behind the finish line anyway, that's Stephen Dillon.